Hi friends and Prairie Vintage Jewelry. My name is Linda. I'm super excited to do your reading today. Can't wait to see what we get. Today's reading will be about how you think your person sees you or perceives you and how they actually see you or perceive you. Okay, so there's two perceptions going on here. The way you think they perceive you and then the way they are, I guess, actually perceiving you. So their perception might not be reality, and obviously your perception may differ from how they're actually perceiving you. So two perceptions going on, and we'll be doing like a 2-row type thing. So maybe, I don't know, we'll see, might change. But for those of you guys who are new to my channel, thank you for stopping by. If you like this video, leave a like or subscribe. Best way for me to pick up energies is from my subscribers. I could pick up energies for the most part. So there's been a lot of energies kind of coming in and going, but I use my intuition and spirit to get messages and to communicate energies as they sit, but energy does fluctuate. So this is energy as of now. I guess this is timeless. So when you watch it, it should resonate with you. But again, energies do change. Okay, so also for my repeat subscribers, thank you so much for joining me back again. I wanted to make one comment. My older videos, I realize my audio cuts out. It's just how it's been recording when I upload. Actually, how I upload. So whatever, I think I fixed it, but I do apologize. Yes, I've known about that. And if you are looking for a private reading, just send me an email. I'll resume those mid-January, but I won't be doing any private readings until mid-January. Anyway, back to this reading. I'm really excited to see what we get. Now, you may resonate with a pile here, or I guess whatever pile you pick, and it could very well be flip-flopped. Okay, so it could be how your person thinks you see them and then how you see your person, which means in another pile is how you think your person sees you and how they see you. Okay, so those are two different things. If you can wrap your mind around, I'm going to try to keep it really simple because it could get complicated quite easily, especially if I don't really know what messages spirit are telling me, but it's something that you understand. So I'll try to be clear and concise. I tend to like to complicate things, but I'll try not to. No, I don't like it. It just seems to follow me around. Okay, so 3 things to choose from. Pick your pile. We'll do the tarot. We'll do some oracle, and can't wait to get started. All right, pick your pile. Hi, pile 1. If you pick this Christmas tree, beautiful sparkling Christmas tree, then this reading is for you. So we'll be taking a look at how you think your person sees you or perceives you, and then how your person actually is perceiving you. See if they kind of line up. And yeah, so again, this is most likely your perception, you know, of how they see you. So it may or may not be true, which we'll see. But if you're not resonating with the perception of how you think they see you, then chances are you're probably in another pile, and this might be how your person perceives you to perceive them. So just kind of keep that in mind. Most likely there'll be 2 piles for you to kind of listen to if you are curious as to how your person thinks you perceive them. But right now it's how you think your person perceives you. All right, so with that out of the way, let's get started. We have the siren here opening up. So this is how you think your person perceives you in this connection. Spirit, thank you so much. I'm blabbering away. I'm so blessed and honored for you allowing me to communicate this message to pile number 1. Please provide clear and concise message for the higher good of pile number 1. Thank you so much. Please protect pile 1 and myself as I channel this energy. Also, pile 1, I am so blessed and so honored for you returning, or if you're new to my channel, thank you so much. So much appreciate that. All right. We have I embrace the all. And the siren is number 18, which could be significant, or the number 9. So we have the angel card, the light attribute, helping those in need with no expectation of return. And the shadow attribute, acting innocent or angelic to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. All right. I got the firefly. That's air energy, and air energy is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So potentially you or your person can have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising sign in your chart. Doesn't have to be, but certainly can be. Called to split this. Sure. We have the Seven of Swords in reverse and the Four of Swords upright. All right. Spirit is saying dancing. I don't know, something about dancing might be significant to somebody here. A song about dancing or dancing to a song. Okay, Nine of Pentacles and Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands is reversed, and then we got the King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so with the Swords energy here, we're getting air again with the Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Pentacles is earth energy. So it's Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And then a little bit of Wands on the table as well with the Aries, Leo, Sag. But mostly I'm feeling a lot of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here. Energy. So let me tap into this energy. And as I do that, actually, I want to look up this siren. Give me a second. Because sometimes the book just words it just right. So before I I'm already picking up energy, but before I go, just like a well-rounded, well-rounded view of this card here. Okay, so the siren card here, the temptress, the seducer. Okay, the siren calls and the world spins. What we thought we wanted pales in comparison to the sweet allure of her song. We find ourselves lost in a spell of desire and longing, perhaps even lust. Whether the thing calling to us is ultimately good or bad is somewhat irrelevant. It's the journey that matters, and the work of the siren is to take us on a deep psychic descent. Following her song, we go down, 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 down to a place where lessons are learned and courage must be rallied to find our way back to dry land. Try as we might, resisting the call may not even be an option unless, like Odysseus, we bind our hands to the mast of our ship. It's likely, though, that failing for her call is the only way we will come to live more fully on the surface. All right. So it says here, awaken sensuality, absorption, and arousal when dark, wickedness, adultery, wreckage, betrayal, and instability. Okay, so this is how you think your person perceives you. So I'm picking up that you think that your person feels as though there is something not genuine about the expression you're giving your person. You feel as though your person thinks you're trying to show only one side of you, or a good side of you, the side that's kind of maybe trying to bring in your person either by seduction, or just showing them this angelic side, this giving side, this pure side, this positive side, the side that has no real negative trait, almost a self-sabotaging side, self-sacrificing, sorry, I don't know why I said self-sabotaging, self-sacrificing side that you are presenting to your person. So Now, I'm getting that a lot of you guys feel as though your person is seeing this side of you, but I'm also picking up that I don't necessarily feel here as though you feel like this is a one, like, you know that obviously you're not just showing a one side, but what I'm picking up here is that you feel as though your person is only opening or receptive to this side of you, but yet you have encompassed your whole self. So you feel as though you're displaying to your person your whole authentic self, but the side that your person either is only seeing or receptive to or acknowledging is a certain side of you that is luring them into this place that's kind of almost not realistic, because it's the light side of your energy without the shadow side of your energy. And you feel as though this is kind of guiding, or at least this is like a light in your person's journey, leading them to find, well, for one, it's healing, but learning for them to find how to free themselves out of maybe a dark time in their life, or at least they're being guided to be inspired by kind of how you are with them in this connection. With the Seven of Swords here, I am feeling this like I was saying, that self-sacrificing, but almost to the point where you're at a disadvantage, and that your person feels as though either you're healing from a behavior of self-sacrificing, or you are getting really heavy that your person sees that you're doing something out of character because of the fact that you need to heal. Okay, but this is your perception. So you feel as though your person thinks you're behaving in a certain way that's self-sacrificing because you're still healing, or you're having to overcome these traumas. And you feel that your person perceives you as someone who is very independent and very much successful in your own right. And that you've taken a long time to kind of build yourself to be able to stand on your own 2 feet, and that you have really worked your way to plant that stability for yourself, but that it's taken quite some time for you through healing, through hard work, but also through self-sacrificing a lot of your ways of being. I'm hearing more of the sacrifice. So by being more in your light energy, you've been able to release anything really negative. So yeah, I don't see here that, I think this might be stemming more from you, because I did ask for your perception, but when I started off, sorry, sometimes it takes me a bit to really see the bigger picture here, but hopefully you can follow. So your perception of your person, initially I had this little inkling, which I don't know if this is accurate, I guess we'll see when we go into your person's perception, was that you're using your light energy to kind of lure them to see the light or to see the side of you, only by not displaying your shadow side. But I feel as though when I dig deeper in here, it's that your light energy is something that you embrace. Very much so. Very much so. Is that a saying? Sorry, I'm channeling. I don't know if that's a saying. Very much so. That when you're in this energy, because it's almost unrealistic that someone's constantly in their light energy, but I feel as though you're really a magical person. Like most people who I feel are really drawn to my channel are healers, light workers, star seeds, whatever you kind of call yourself. Yeah, I don't know. This isn't the Linda Opinion show, but I just have a thing with people calling themselves empaths. I just feel like that's more of a self-negative thing. But anyway, in the light energy, I feel as though you've had to really work through. Okay, it's all coming to me. Hold on, Spirit. One thing at a time. Wow, this will get clear. the stability that I was seeing here wasn't, someone who was able to like work tangibly on things, because I mean, Pentacles is tangible, but almost your stability in who you are as an individual was based on you turning down this shadow side and really doing shadow work. Your person might not even know what shadow work is, but I'm going to word it for, how you perceive that they would perceive you. That you've done a lot of healing and shadow work to the point where your light energy is mostly what your person is experiencing when they're in your energy field, that they aren't experiencing a lot of your negative traits. And I feel that for some of you guys, there might be a fear that you're trying to lure them in, but for a lot of other you guys, you feel as though your person might be kind of hung up on a perception that you only are showing this light side when when there is this healing going on, and you feel as though you don't want them to think that you're self-sacrificing yourself and healing yourself to get out of that. It's more of the fact that because you've done shadow work and that you've healed that aspect of you, that you are in your light energy, and this is why you're so much so in this angelic vibrational state, that you embrace it all. So I do feel like there's a big difference between embracing it all and showing this aspect out of a desire of trying to lure someone in, or just being like that genuinely and naturally, authentically, because that is you vibrating higher to your closer self. And it's almost surreal. Okay, so your perception, I think, is pretty accurate. We'll see once we get into your persons, but I'm picking up like heavily that the magic here between the connection is that the light that's coming out really is something that you've had to work on over time, over a long period of time, and that you've been doing your shadow work for quite some time, that you're getting closer and closer to this almost pure state. I mean, no one's ever really pure, right? But in this person's eyes, I guess, to be able to align yourself with whomever is your closest vibration, you got to vibrate closest to your authentic self. And I feel as though you're getting closer and closer to your authentic self, which is bringing in your people, your authentic people, closer to you. And because we obviously asked about this individual specifically, I feel as though potentially you believe that this person is vibrating at a lower level, and that when they perceive you now, they are perceiving you as maybe this isn't as genuine or as authentic, and that you're trying to like show this side of you because maybe it's about them, or that it is trying to put on this show or this side of you, or only reflect this side of you that you want them to see. Meanwhile, what I'm really picking up from spirit here is that you're vibrating so authentically and getting so close to your authentic self that the shadow side is really falling away. And it's very rare that people can really say that, they are working towards this purity of angelic light, with no expectation of return, authentically. And then the people who are supposed to be drawn to them just kind of get drawn to them, right? People who are vibrating at a higher level, other people who have done shadow work, other people who see this light and kind of help to heal each other and build on each other and like raise the vibration here on earth. And I really feel as though my subscribers here are the light workers, are the ones who are doing the shadow work, who are healing, who are really striving towards raising the vibration of the universe. And yeah, I feel like as you're doing this, we'll see whether your person is falling aside, but I feel as though you're very aware that your person can see this. And you're also kind of seeing your person, which I'm picking up, like we said, we saw Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm feeling more that's your energy here. What I'm feeling with your person is more earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. I do see the King of Pentacles here in reverse. I don't know if you could see these cards very clearly, but sorry if I'm talking too fast. I'm just trying to communicate what's coming up. But with the King of Pentacles in reverse, I feel as though you might feel like your person is either now unable to what's the right word, Spirit? Unable to follow along. Not that they have to be like along, obviously doing exactly, you know, lockstep with you, but following along in the energetic connection between each of you guys, or if you're throwing your person's stability right out, because I feel like your perception of this person is that this light is like just really intense, and this vibration of how you are might be showing a side that this person is not used to in other people. And because there potentially is a very deep connection here, that your fear, I guess, if you will, you're not even fearing it, because again, you dropped your shadow side, but you're concerned, or your perception is that this person is seeing this as a way that you're trying to lure them. So it's almost like this person is, or at least you think, you might be projecting. I don't know. I doubt it, because to me, I really feel like your shadow side is like, you've been doing a lot of work on this. So I feel this is very pure. Okay. But I feel like your concern, I guess, is that this person thinks this is more about maybe them, or you trying to show the side of you to change things with them, or the situation with them, or the connection about them. But it's so much more than that. You know, I really feel as though you are guided to heal yourself, but now you're in a position where you're able to, I can really resonate with this reading, actually. So yeah, so maybe, you know, this is why this is all coming kind of to me at once. But I feel as though your mission now, as you heal yourself, you are now kind of working towards healing other people. But as we know, when healing other people, you can't just go around healing other people. Other people have to be drawn to you and want to heal themselves. Okay. So all you can do is shine your light and be your authentic self, and people who are drawn to you will be drawn to you, and they'll wonder how you've done it. They just can pick up this authentic nature about you. So this gives them encouragement and inspires them to want to vibrate closer to your energy, especially because you are not giving any energy towards stuff that's going to suck that energy or be vampirish to your energy. You're just feeding the light energy, which keeps building. And the more people are drawn to you and they heal, and the more you're inspiring, they inspire you. So it's kind of like this circle. So I do feel as though your person, what I got from Spirit very clear, even though we're doing your perception of your person actually does see your genuine, authentic self. So I don't know if somebody needed to hear that, because maybe there was some fear. But like I said, I don't really feel that you are too concerned with this anyway, because you're too much in your authentic vibration to even be concerned if this person is thinking, you know, that you're just trying to lure them with this all sunshine, rainbows, and unicorns, right? And I do feel as though for a lot of you guys, potentially there was a lot of self-sacrifice. There might have even been some self-sabotage, but I feel as though maybe your person's more of a self-sabotager here in this connection, and you're kind of maybe working in this connection to heal your person from self-sabotage. I do see that strongly, actually, that maybe in this connection, your person self-sabotaged a bit, and you've been maybe helping them see that about themselves, and maybe you've been helping them to heal that about themselves just by being you. You can reflect back to them. But there definitely was some self-sacrifice I see here from your energy in your own being to get you to where you needed to be. You've spent a lot of time kind of working on your shadow work. So yeah, this is kind of how you perceive them to perceive you. So if that resonated, these are really going to blend as I get messages from Spirit. I almost feel as though, you know, like I say, cards are here really to just kind of prompt, but a lot of this energy just kind of comes to me when I'm channeling. So it's difficult because I don't remember a lot of my readings until after I watch it. I only remember like a small percent. So yeah, this will be interesting for me to watch back, but we'll now do what your person, how your person perceives you. Okay, so let's do that. So I'm interested to see that. Now, again, if this sounded like how you, I don't want to even confuse things. This could be really how you perceive your person, right? So, but it's coming out as how you think they perceive you. So if that's the case, you might want to watch the rest of this and then hop to another reading. But you might want to hop to another reading after anyway, because you'll see how, well, if it comes up, however Spirit wants to do it, how your person thinks you see them. Okay, so that would be an interesting pile as well, which I do feel as though it's most likely going to come out that way. Also, just because I like to ramble, I've been using these fluoride-free toothpaste for like probably about 6 months, maybe, if I were to guess. But yeah, I do feel as though I know this isn't the channel of Linda opinion, but I really feel as though my pineal gland and my ability to channel energy, and I've been doing this like forever, like for a very long time, but I feel as though my ability to channel has been really strengthened by just not using the fluoride. For anyone who looks into that, I would encourage it, but again, this is me and my own thing. So back to this reading about yeah, how your person perceives you. Okay, so Spirit, for pile number 1, how does their person perceive pile 1? How does pile 1's person perceive them? How do they actually perceive them? Thank you. So we got the Shaman. Well, I gotta take 2. Okay, Shaman, I achieve with integrity. This is totally what I was talking about, guys, and that's a beautiful card. Okay, I relate in peace. Oh my goodness. This is really reflective of what we were kind of seeing, except I'm feeling it even more on a, yeah, on a peaceful level here. Anyway, we'll get into it once I lay the cards out, but wow, this is really beautiful energy that I'm feeling here. Okay. The mentor, light attribute, passing on wisdom and refining a student's character, and then shadow attributes, inability to allow the student to move on to the role of master, imparting false instruction. This theme is just throughout this whole reading. So I love when Spirit can support what it is that I'm picking up. Thank you so much, Spirit. Okay, we got the elk, which is earth again with the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, and then we got the number 16 here, which might be significant. That is also the number 7, and I can relate with number 7 because that's my life path number. So someone here might relate with a life path 7, and life path 7s are really destined to fulfill a calling or drawn to a calling in life, to live their life plan, their destiny, so to speak, their calling. Okay, so Spirit, can we get how pile number 1's person sees pile number 1 with this tarot? Thank you so much. We got the 4 of Wands. I love this energy, you guys. Oh my gosh, we got the 10 of Pentacles. We got the 2 of Cups. Got the Page of Cups. And we got the King of Swords. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I'll put that here. Okay, so signs out of the way. With the King of Swords, we're picking up the air energy again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, like I mentioned, and then the Earth, so that is reflective here. We do have quite a bit of cups here, so could very well be some Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces coming in, but I'm more feeling that's not the case so much. But what I'm really feeling with cups here is really the love your person has for you. So this is their perception of you, their actual perception of you, and I don't even know where to begin because I'm getting too Spirit, slow down. Okay, so if you're still following along, the shaman card, like, amazing. Your person clearly sees your healing abilities. This person sees you as a mentor. This person sees you as somebody who's able to share, who's not expecting, who's able to open up and heal. Not only have they witnessed you heal yourself, so for some of you guys, maybe this person's been observing you for some time, watching you kind of build on your stability, maybe watching you go through maybe a dark night of the soul, or where you were really unstable. Is that a word? Sorry, I can't speak when I'm channeling. Your instability, when you're at a point in your life where you are unstable, and they were able to watch you kind of work through that period of time and really be able to stand in your own self with integrity. And despite how hard life maybe knocked you around, or how maybe doors open for you to take the lower road and maybe be angry or self-sabotage. Well, not I don't know why I keep saying self-sabotage. I think your person's a self-sabotager. So I keep saying that. But you could have been in a position to take the low road, or, or do what maybe most people would do in a situation where if someone is hurt and knocked down and feeling down and out, and they were wronged by someone else, and just kind of, releasing or dishing that same negative energy out, they kind of witnessed you. It's my cat. Okay, they kind of witnessed you grow instead. So you kind of took the opposite approach. You took the whatever it was in your period of life that was bringing you down and taking your energy to a low vibration, and you turned it into this positive energy. It's like you turned this negative light, this moon energy, this uncertainty time in your life, into this sun energy, into this brilliant light. And not only for yourself to step out of that, but to heal and to really come in peace. Okay, so it says I relate in peace. So it's like you have this peace offering to offer the world, to others around you, to this person. So I am seeing that it isn't them seeing this side that you're thinking, that they were thinking it was about them. I do see that they perceive you as someone who is sharing this with other people, but specifically they do feel blessed that they have been the recipient of your healing energy. And with this mentor card, I do feel like this one specifically is more you to them, whereas these cards here, I feel like they see you as the shaman, as the person who is helping healing others in around you. But to them, you've been a mentor, helping them through their shadows. And I do feel with that thing I keep saying with the self-sabotaging, that your person might have self-sabotaged them. I think there's maybe some abandonment wounds, or some side of them that wasn't really able to connect with their full balancing of their light and dark energies, that you've been helping them kind of show them how you've alchemized your dark energies, because everyone has dark and light energies, and it's okay to be, okay, so Spirit's telling me, and I feel I need to clarify this, it's okay to be in dark energy. Let me rephrase that. Not even okay to be in dark energy. It's okay when things go wrong. It's okay when there's things that happen that aren't high vibrational around us, but I feel like you understand that the only thing you can really control is your own vibration, the way you react in these situations, and that the lower vibration you are, the more lower vibrational stuff will kind of happen around you, but you can still be in high vibration, and things happen that are unexpected. Now, you might see them differently now because you're in such high vibration that you don't even see them as this dark thing, because really, low vibrational things aren't being drawn to your world, right? But I do feel as though for your person, they've been kind of really, they're lower vibration than you for sure, but they have an ability to have this high vibration too. So they've been using your guidance, and I guess looking to you as a mentor, because they've really been suffering with self-sabotage, because they've been really if things got good, and if things seem to be getting good, they kind of sink back into their low vibration, because they'd be scared of it's only temporary, or that their inability to turn this dark energy into light energy was just something that they've never really were able to do, I guess, until they witnessed or observed, I guess, how you kind of manage. And I do feel as though this is kind of King of Pentacles for me again, which came up in the other reading. So I do feel as though you had it upright, which meant you didn't know if your person could keep up, or if this was kind of making them realize how unstable maybe they were, if that's the wording I used. I don't know what I quite said there, but this is showing or confirming that your person feels more stable because of this experience in their life. They feel more secure. They feel more secure in this connection. They feel really secure knowing that you're in their life, to give them hope that they can be as equally stable when it comes to understanding their own light energy and manifesting their own positivity and alchemizing their own darkness to light. Yeah, I just feel like they're more in awe just watching you and kind of using your energy as something they can observe from a distance, almost even. Like, they don't want to mess your vibe. I heard they don't want to mess you up. So they're kind of just watching right now, but they are really in awe. And I feel as though even from this card with that, they're, the antlers here are kind of picking up the same light energies, I guess, or light colors as the guiding light or whatever this is. So this is kind of your guiding light or your energy field. And I feel like your person is really being drawn to do what's best for them by using the same methods of being authentic, their authentic self, to recognize where they might have been self-sabotaging, and also to recognize how to take this dark energy and convert it to light energy. And I feel like they are ready. They just kind of experienced a bit of this. Like, I don't feel like they're fully there yet, but they're certainly absorbing what it is that you've kind of brought to them. Now, this part I feel is more how they're feeling about you on this other level, because this is kind of more how they see you in general with just everyone around you, which is so absolutely beautiful. But here is like more of how they feel about you, because I've got here the Four of Wands with the Ten of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, the Page of Cups, and this King of Swords. I feel like your person isn't one bound to strong emotions. Your person isn't really an emotional being. I feel with the King of Swords is pretty logical. They use logic. They're pretty cut and dry. They're not really making decisions based on emotions so much, but I feel like the way you're able to be in that energy has really made them realize that they are open to actually experiencing and feeling what their feelings are for you. So in order to do that, they have to really drop their self-sabotaging ways. And I feel as though your person really sees a long-term potential here with you. Like, I'm talking like marriage, long-term legacy with the Four of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. The Four of Wands for me, again, is the twin flame card with 1111. But again, you don't have to believe in twin flame, whatever, just your soulmate, your person, the one. You guys are kind of, your person really feels as though you're the type of person that they want to have this long-term stability with in their life, and that you guys can build something together. Like, they really want to kind of partner up with you to build something that is very stable, long lasting. I mean, the Ten of Pentacles is so fruitful, and they do feel as though they're looking to this as something that you guys are able to do because of the fact that they feel very much in love with you. Okay, with the cups here, I feel like They want to reciprocate and give to you like you've given to them, but even on a loving level, because this speaks of love and a partnership between two people, most likely romantic. So I do feel this person does have romantic feelings. And if they have not given you a cup of love yet, or an offer of love with the Page of Cups, means they want to extend a cup to you of love. But because it's a page, it's like at its infancy level. So I feel as though this person has not expressed, or maybe has recently expressed, but they are looking to offer you the beginning of, what does this look like? Like, I feel these feelings for you. I'm in love with you. Let's build on this. Let's build something together, because they really want to come in here and give you this offer. Okay, so this is kind of what they would like to do. They are a King of Swords, so I feel like with this page here, this is more talking about the beginning of this romantic side. Probably hasn't really taken off all yet. But I do feel like with this King of Swords, like, yeah, your person is fairly logical. They're kind of one to really use critical thinking. That's why it's so amazing to them that you're able to do this kind of magic, because magic doesn't really exist in the logical world, right? Like this esoteric way of being about you, that you're able to use the law of attraction to attract things into your life. They've just witnessed you kind of using the power of positive thinking, but high vibration, embrace your authentic self, drive away anything that you're not even thinking of, things that you're not even wanting, in order to heal you, in order to heal others around you. And this energy is just snowballing, right? So it's like this King of Swords is like, well, this makes no real sense logically. Like, you can't make any real logical sense of this, right? Because energy is definitely something that, people have been studying forever, that you really don't know everything about, right? Especially the esoteric and just all of this, just, this magic that you really bring with you. But I do feel like your person is fairly grounded. I do feel like they are most likely an earth sign, but could very well also be, like I said, an air sign here. Earth, I always say earth, sorry. Sun, moon, or rising. Okay, so yeah, this was absolutely beautiful. I really, really, really like this reading. And like I said, check out another pile to see if maybe in there is your person's perception of what they think you see them, and how you see them, how you actually see them. So we'll see. But if you're dropping off, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for my new subscribers. I am so, so, so blessed. Hopefully you've learned something. I'd like to learn something too. So if there's something here that I can do better, please leave a comment and leave a like, and we'll see you soon. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous pile 2. If you picked this red stocking, it is Christmas themed, then we will get into your reading. All right, so pile 1 was a beautiful energy. We'll see what Spirit has for you. Spirit will ask for clear and concise message for pile number 2's greatest good, and please protect them and me as I do this reading. And thank you, pile number 2, for allowing me to tap into your energy. We'll be taking a look at your perception of how you think, or how you think your person perceives you, and then we'll be taking a look at how your person actually perceives you. Okay, and like I was saying in the other piles, could very well be that flip-flop. So if this is something that you're saying, oh, this is most likely me, perceiving my person, well, then there's another pile for you where how your person perceives you. Okay, so just kind of keep that in the back of your mind, because there might be 2 piles here for you to listen to. But yeah, what I'm going to do right now is how you think your person perceives you in this connection. Okay, so we got, I honor virtue. There's a little thing there. Okay, I honor virtue, the stone. The hummingbird. And the hummingbird is air energy. So we got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius coming in. Okay, and we got storyteller, light attribute, ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. Shadow attribute, making up tales that harm others. All right, so what do we got here? We're pile number 2. Interesting. All right, let's start with this. Sorry, for some reason I thought I was doing pile number 3. But we're still in pile number 2. Okay, so we're going to put the tarot down here before we get into your reading. So we have the Fool, and it is coming in reverse. We got the Two of Swords. We've got the Six of Pentacles in reverse. We got the Ten of Cups, and we've got the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so how you think your person perceives you. So one message that was coming through quite strong was that you think your person perceives you to be a little bit on the selfish side, or at least somebody who is gonna stop at nothing to get what it is that's gonna bring you your most emotional fulfillment, and that potentially you've been focused on things that they probably don't think not matter, but you've been kind of very sporadic with your energy, and you've been looking and searching and hunting and everywhere to kind of find what it is that you want. You feel as though your person wants you to either make a decision or commit to something, and you feel as though your person perceives you like someone who isn't ready to make a decision, who doesn't want to take a leap of faith, who doesn't want to invest, who doesn't want to move forward into one area specifically, because you're still trying to do all these things to find what it is going to bring your emotional happiness. Okay, and that you are kind of almost giving them the cold shoulder because you're like, I need to be in my selfish act to find what it is that I want for me, and I will throw anything that might even be of value because I don't see any value in it until I find what it is that I want for myself that's going to bring me my highest emotional fulfillment. Okay, so I mean, this again is how you're perceiving your person. This might sound like you, if, you know, like I say, crisscross. I know I've said that before, but it's important that I stress that, okay? So with the storyteller here, you know, I almost feel as though your person thinks that you're ignoring your truth, that you're, it's almost like you're trying to always find what's better, what's on the other side, and that you're not acknowledging maybe, you know, kind of like looking a gift horse in the mouth. So there's good things around you, but you're ignoring it. There's stability to be had in your life in an area, and you're kind of not jumping on it. You're not really making, you know, a choice to embrace a decision of an area of your life that might prove to be fruitful, because you'd rather be, you know, trying to find something else, and you feel like you're telling yourself that, like you're convincing yourself that there's something better there, that, you know, that there's this, I don't know, this other narrative that's going to fulfill you better than what's going on right now in life or in this connection, or that there's a better connection, or that there's a better story for you to tell your life story than the one that is the most obvious. So they kind of want, you perceive them to want you to make a decision, or that they see something clearly that you're overseeing or not deciding, and making an active choice not to contribute or put energy into, because you're still trying to find your emotional fulfillment, and that they think you would be emotionally fulfilled if you would just kind of turn around, acknowledge, face, commitment to be committed to this this area with more focus, and then you'd realize and uncover that this is really for you. Okay. And I feel as though your perception is that, or I guess you feel as though their perception of you, yeah, is that you're almost like, you're not that you're doing it on purpose, but you have this stubborn energy about you that's like, why don't you just focus on this? You know it's good for you, and you're kind of like, no, I want to go, you know, do all these things that are not as, they're kind of fleeting actions, or they're not fulfilling actions, that you're kind of just squandering your energy trying to do these surface things that aren't going to bring this true full fulfillment to yourself and to your life, and that you're avoiding it. But eventually you're going to have to turn around and face this obvious thing, like an elephant in the room is really what I'm getting from the stone. Okay. Like you're really going to have to turn around and face the elephant in the room. What, you know, might be this commitment, might be this relationship, jumping in, facing it, taking the leap of faith. But you feel as though that's how your person is perceiving you. Okay, so now we'll take a look at how your person's actually perceiving you. Okay, so for pile number 2, how is the person for pile number 2 perceiving my pile number 2s? How is pile number 2's person actually perceiving them? We got the Temple. And that's the number 39, which is the number 12 or the number 3. Okay. I can be trusted. Ooh, 3 cards here. Okay. We got the Dragon. We got the Tarantula, and we got the Fish. We got the Scribe, light attribute, preserving knowledge and information. Shadow attribute, altering facts or plagiarizing others' work. Okay, so with the tarot, we'll go with this one here. So we got the Death card in reverse. It's the Queen of Wands in reverse. It says Lilith on there. Okay, and so the Wands energy, we're looking at Aries, Leo, Sag. For Death, we're looking at Scorpio energy. We got the King of Cups here. So some Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So I'd say Scorpio's leaning in pretty heavy here. So King of Cups in reverse, and we got the Star energy. And the Three of Cups. And I was feeling that one kind of was wanting to come reverse, but doesn't matter because I'm just picking up energy. So before I get into this, I'm going to just look at the Temple because I absolutely love this book, and I know I get my own energies, but I do like to see the insight of the book before I give my overall pickup. Okay, so what do we have here? It's going to be over here. No, it's not going to be over here. It's going to be right there. Okay, so the Temple. Let's take a look. So it says the sanctuary, the shrine, the altar. When we think of the temple, we often envision the architectural structure in a far-off land. We are quick to distance ourselves from the sacred, assuming we must expend much effort in order to arrive there. Yet, the temple is a universal and omnipresent energy, accessible in the highest and lowest, richest and poorest of places. Visiting the temple might be as simple as stepping into the dappled light of the forest, slowly and sensually kissing a lover, or closing your eyes to travel inward. The card is a call to re examine what you pay homage to and what you reject. What do you spend your time worshiping? Your phone, your money, your material goods? What barriers do you draw between yourself and the sacred? Perhaps there is room on your altar for something new, something surprising. Offer it to the heavens. Reverence for all. Life as sanctuary, and then when dark, adultery, cults, strict spirituality. Okay, so might have been reading the first energy there that we read, your perception. I mean, try to take what resonates here, because I'm getting a lot of energy from spirit, but what I was really picking up, lots was coming up from this card, but that potentially, yeah, it could very well be your energy and not your person. So I feel as though I'll continue reading it like I was, but I'm just getting really strong feeling from spirit that you're picking, like, this is your person. Okay, and that they're not choosing to see this connection for what it is. We'll circle back to that message, but they're not seeing this connection for what it is, and they're kind of off doing all these other, flighty things that aren't really bringing them fulfillment, and they're choosing to do that. But okay, so here's the actual way pile number two's person is perceiving you. They perceive you as a place that they want to see from afar, but they're scared to approach. Okay, so they're scared to approach, and I feel as though they still want to be a part of your life. They still want you to embrace them, but they do sense that there's this crazy, I say crazy, I don't know what the right word is, but this unexplainable way about you that really is intense and scares them away. And yeah, I feel like this, I gotta read this the way it's coming out. Like, this is almost like the flighty person, okay? Like, the flighty person is feeling scared of the other person in this connection. They're feeling like this person is really intense and they don't want to look, so they'd rather focus on other things that are just kind of not going to bring them fulfillment. But at the same time, like I said, they really want to be able to be trusted in this connection, and they want you to invest and stay around. So they're maybe observing from afar, so they're still kind of in your energy vicinity, but they are distracting themselves. And but when they come around, they get this really intense feeling from you, like this very, yeah, it's almost like they have to decide. So yeah, I'm picking up like that whole decision thing was them feeling that they have to decide, they have to make a choice here. And I feel like with this tarantula and this fish, I feel like they'd have to put in a lot of energy and effort and dedication and strategize and really build from the ground up. And they do see that that would be a fortune for them, that that would be something that would bring them this fortune. But it just feels as though, I think the fear here is acknowledging that all of this effort and energy and, exerting all this would take a lot of dedication. And I feel like they're trying to sort out right now if they're able to, want to commit or focus their energies in this connection. I feel as though they're shutting you out, but I think what Spirit's telling me is maybe that the flighty person or the person who is distracted, I don't feel that they're really being distracted on things that don't necessarily matter. I think their distraction is in sorting out their thoughts. When they're flighty, their actions might appear to be surface or one way, but they're really being able to kind of sort out what it is that they've learned, and they're kind of trying to find out how to utilize this in order to move forward and make a decision that they feel that they have to make. Like, they feel as though they're kind of at a point where they're going to have to approach this temple. They're going to have to take a step forward, and they feel like you are watching them and not saying anything because you already know what's expected of them, that they just have to act. They're just going to have to build. They're just going to have to work towards this abundance and towards this fruitfulness of this connection. And they feel like they want to take notes. So this even reminds me of somebody who might be scared to act because it might not be perfect. They might be, still immature when it comes to experiencing a connection of this sort. So they feel like they have to, I don't know, sort through their thoughts, find out what it is that is going to be the next move. Like, it seems like it's almost so scripted and planned out. Scribe. It feels like they're trying to script out, but I mean, I don't know that you can really script out this. So it's kind of the fear of not knowing what's going to happen. So I'm not going to make any move. I'd rather know, 10 steps ahead, so I'm able to act and not do anything foolish. So they're frozen because they can't act at all, because as we know, energy is going to change, and what's expected of them yesterday might change the next day. So I don't know how you can scribe something like this, but they're wasting time. I say wasting time scribing or sorting out what it is that they want to do or gonna do, rather than acting here. And I feel like they're not really opening up to the change or to the call to transition. The death card is this death of situation, self. It's just the clearing. Things are different. Energy dies away. It's gone. And then there's new energy, but with it in reverse, I feel like someone's still hanging on to the old. Someone's still hanging on to how they are. So it's a lot of their actions are the same, but I do feel as though parts might be stripping away. But there's definitely some hanging on. There is some inability to drive forward to attract what it is that they want. And there is this hiding of emotions, or at least covering of emotions, that's not coming out right now. And there is a lot of hope. So I think the desire is to eventually approach the temple. The desire is to acknowledge this dragon and build whatever it is that they feel they need to build and effort, because there is this hope. But I just feel like they're frozen in time and not really pulling that. So they're focused on, really, like, their actions are more superficial. With the Three of Cups, it's more like their social network, hanging with friends, more light energy, like not very deep or intense. So they're doing this. So this is kind of what you're seeing, but inside there's more going on, which is them trying to find a way to be perfect, or at least try to sort out 10 steps ahead. And maybe they want an outcome and they're kind of scared because they don't know the outcome. So it makes them kind of loop back to not acting at all. So they're in inaction right now. Okay. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Like I said, there's some Scorpio here. There's some Cancer, Scorpio again, and Pisces. What do we have? Aquarius. The star. So it's just water energy, I guess. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. All right. So yeah, this is what I'm seeing here. I know it's a little confusing. Hopefully you guys made sense of the energy reading. I can go back and flip it, but I feel like this kind of represented, it kind of flip-flopped a little bit, I think, because at the beginning I saw that perception really sounded as though that was the way your person, you were perceiving your person. Whereas this, I feel as though, this is how your person perceives you, or how you perceive them. I don't know. This is very intense, but hopefully you can make sense of it, because this did describe a connection. There is one energy here that is not acting, and they're focusing on fleeting things with their actions, but there is more under the surface that maybe you, the viewer, are unaware of, right? I mean, Cancer energy here, but they're maybe focused on what the outcome looks like, or maybe they didn't want to appear a certain way. I believe that this means something to them for sure with the star here. Like, you're their hope, you're their wish. There is a desire. There's definitely feelings. There's heavy passion. There's definitely love here, but it's blocked in reverse. There's an inability to let go of maybe being too scared of the intensity. They do want to be trusted. They want you in their life. They want you to kind of allow them in their energy. There's a recognition here for having to put in energy and build something. Yeah, I was really feeling this building of something that was going to bring them some reward, but yeah, that's the energies that I'm seeing in this dynamic. So hopefully you guys can make sense of this one. It's a little interesting. Bless you guys. Thank you so much for subscribing if you have. If you haven't and you're interested in these readings, easiest way for me to pick up on energies is to have you connected so I know what type of readings to do next. But if you like this, leave a like, and don't forget to check out another reading. You might be picking up another aspect of the same connection. All right, talk to you later. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 3. If you pick this gold sparkling star, then this will be your reading. We will be taking a look at how you think your person perceives you in this connection, and then we'll be taking a look at how your person actually perceives you in this connection. Now, it does get a little confusing. Pile 2 was a little confusing, but it may be picking up flip-flop, so it might be, how you perceive your person, and it might be then how they're perceiving you, but in another pile, you might find how they're actually perceiving you and how you're perceiving them. So just take what resonates. You'll know if this is describing your connection, then chances are it's your pile. And then go check out another pile and you'll see a different perception of your person for sure. Okay, so they are kind of a little bit connected here in some sort of way. But we got, I hold purity in high esteem. We got the bridge here with the number 38. Okay. Thank you, Spirit, for a clear and concise message for pile number 3. Please deliver a message that's for their greatest good and protect pile 3 and myself as I channel these messages for them. And thank you, pile number 3, for allowing me to tap into your energy for these readings. I'm so blessed. Thank you so much. We have the deer with earth energy. That's Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. We have the addict. Light attribute helps you recognize and confront addictive behaviors. Shadow attribute compromises integrity and honesty, allows an addictive pattern to have authority over your inner spirit. I do not want to use those cards. I want to use these. Okay. So the Page of Cups in reverse. The Tower. So this is card 11. You got 38, and 11 is my divine number, so it definitely could be your divine counterpart here. Now, that 10 of Wands, I want it to come reversed, but I am feeling it upright. It doesn't really matter so much because I am going to pick up the energies as they come in. So just give me a minute here. Okay, so you're perceiving your person. Okay, now again, it could be very well how your person's perceiving you, but, or how you think your person perceives you, but it could very well be the way you're perceiving your person, okay? So just kind of see if this is your connection and how it resonates. It's important I stress that because, yeah, these energies can get pretty messy pretty quickly. Okay, so I feel like someone here in this connection, I'm going to stick to the title so that I don't confuse anyone. You think or you believe that this is how your person perceives you, okay? Your person is seeing you in a way that they're too scared to approach, and they are allowing their addictive behaviors, their traumas, their fears to dictate their actions, okay? Now with the bridge here, I do feel as though you believe that you're kind of someone that's able to help them get to a place that's going to allow themselves to free themselves of some of these traumas. But I feel like this person, or at least your perception, is that they're in the stage of just really like they're so frozen, like deer, right? It's just like doesn't even act. They're like just too scared to even do anything, because of these, like I find this addict is more of their unhealthy patterns and ways of being that has really determined how they show up in this connection, and they haven't really been showing up at all in this connection, like at all. So I just feel as though they're kind of at this point where, even with this bridge, where they're on the other side of the bridge just kind of staring, but they're not taking a move. They're not moving forward. They're not embracing this connection for what it is. And I hold purity in high esteem. I feel as though there is something really pure about this deer and then this purity, like your person, because this is again how your person perceives you. I do feel as though there's this purity that definitely is felt throughout this connection, but I do feel as though it is on both sides. And I think that's how you guys are kind of connecting, that your person has this innocent way of being. Maybe they're not as experienced in addressing some of their actions of why they're acting in certain ways, and being around you, they acknowledge that they have these traumas that are kind of coming out, that they're kind of seeing in you, but you're also like this innocent, and when I say innocent, I mean like innocent in this connection, to be genuine, to not want to hurt each other and not want to trigger each other and just kind of support each other. But you're kind of a little bit more open, or at least that you're perceiving this is how your person sees this connection. So you're a little bit more open to them than they are to you, even though they're open, but they're just more frozen. Whereas you're welcoming and you're open and you're kind of trying to, you know, bridge this gap between the two of you guys. And I feel as though there's actually traumas on both of your guys' side. I do feel as though maybe this started off very triggering for both of you guys, in fact, with this addict. That I think being around each other, you guys recognize parts of yourself that get triggered by the other individual, but yet you guys are really drawn to each other. And I feel like there's this, like, I can't get over how this deer is just staring. And I do feel like if you see this deer, like, your person would probably look at you like that. Okay, if your person was looking at you, so you might recognize this look from your person. And not necessarily like, okay, deer in headlights, but more like, is this look of like just being so mesmerized and drawn to something, but unable to act because it's something that just kind of takes your breath away. And I just feel like that's how your person is, or at least, again, this is the perception of how you feel. Could very well be your energy about your person. So, yeah, and then you are kind of just being your authentic self. And I feel as though the healing here, for you has been maybe a little bit more advanced than the healing than the dear person or the other person in this connection. Yeah, I just feel like there's still a ways to go for sure, because I feel there is this gap or this distance between you guys, and you guys could actually physically be distant from one another, but I feel as though it's kind of like scary to approach because of the trauma. So I feel like the deer doesn't even want to step forward, but I feel like you might be at a point where you're ready. I don't think you've stepped forward just yet, but you're more open and ready to explore what this connection has and kind of embrace um some of the unknowns of what's going to happen when you work through your shadow work. And I feel like you have done some of that to be able to recognize where you're just repeating patterns that are not healthy. But I do sense here with the Page of Cups in reverse that, you know, there's definitely no movement here in this connection. But recently, I think there's been a tower moment. So something's happened here that's potentially caused your person to see things a little differently or want to see things differently. And it could very well be just the way you're seeing this connection now is differently, because I really feel like you weren't always this open, or you weren't always this healed, or you weren't always, yeah, that you're able to work through some traumas right now, that you're really open to where you were, I guess, when you guys first got together, that this kind of created a tower moment. And this might be a little bit overwhelming for your person, because I guess maybe you guys had a trauma bond, or you guys were bonding over some way of being, and now your person's watching you kind of get past maybe this trauma bond, like how did you do it, and watching you in awe, like they want to as well. But it's an overwhelming feeling for them for sure. And they're kind of still stuck in this Eight of Wands energy, which is, again, the self-limiting belief, you know, maybe a value that they've been instilled in them from someone who might have had different belief systems, so that they've carried around, that might be limiting them and how they live their life. But it's definitely causing this, you know, this addictive behavior. And I really feel like the addictive behaviors are just repeat cycles that just keep popping up in this connection. And I feel like one of you guys is just broken free, which is most likely you. And now your person is just kind of watching, like, what next? And I feel like there's going to be movement here, because that the tower moment was really you breaking out of that pattern. And, you know, and now there's this, I want to say anxiety. And I know this is the 10 of Wands, but this heaviness is almost like your person is like feeling like they're anticipating the heaviness that's going to come, because they're going to have to be required to break through there. And I mean, they don't have to, but the fact that you were able to, they almost feel like they have to as well. Because, well, one, I mean, I don't believe that they like being in this addictive behavior. I don't believe they're happy, but I don't even know if they recognize it all that much. But now they're recognizing, yeah, okay, so Spirit's telling me now that you've kind of broken out of that, you know, behavior, that addictive behavior, those cycles and healthy traumas or cycles that you're working through, and they've witnessed this, it's making them look at you, but also they now recognize that maybe they have a lot more healing and traumas that they weren't even aware of, that they're recognizing in themselves. It's really causing them to have this moment of reflection. And I feel that's why they're probably like really and able to act right now, and they're not really able to offer this cup of love, even though I do feel like they love you. I do feel like your person wants to offer you, yeah, they do want to show you that they love you, but I just feel like they're just frozen right now with this Eight of Swords, unable to do really anything here with this. Well, they feel as though they're unable to move right now away from this addictive behavior, but they do anticipate with this 10 of Wands that they're going to have to, just to keep up with you, or at least be in your energy. Yeah, okay, so I kind of got lost in that one. We're gonna do what your person actually perceives you. Okay, Spirit, can we see how pile number 3's person actually perceives pile number 3? How are they actually feeling pile number 3? How do they perceive them? I do feel that one, and I actually feel this one. We got Firefly, we got Oyster, so some air, some water, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, some Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius coming out. Now, again, doesn't have to be your sun sign, could very well be your rising sign or your moon sign, either you or your person. Okay, Okay, child nature. I'm not surprised to see this one come out. We have light attributes, friendships with animals, communication with nature spirits, and then shadow attribute, tendency to abuse animals, people, and the environment. I do feel that one kind of wanted to jump. One, we got two. So we got the prayer and the mirror. Ooh, okay, yeah. The mirror is definitely something we're getting from that deer card for sure. Let's go with these cards. Okay. Split this deck. We got the Eight of Cups. I'm feeling like some of you guys had to walk away from this person, but you might be, like you probably had to walk away in order to heal and work through some of your shadow work and your traumas. And now I feel like with your arms open, maybe you're open to kind of taking this person back if they're able to work on their own traumas, because I feel as though there had to be some leaving of this connection that maybe you've done. Now, again, this is how your person perceives you, so take that as it resonates. Again, could be flip-flopped. Okay, so yeah, I feel like right now there's like this big divide. I think one person's way ahead with healing than the other, so potentially your person, again, feels as though you're kind of healed, or at least you're this light, you've got this light energy, and then fire and water obviously aren't really the best mix right now, but what I'm getting is not really incompatibility. I just feel like your person feels that you were able to break free, and they're kind of still in their immature self of their traumas, so they feel like they can't break out of that unhealthy addictive behavior pattern that they're now recognizing more so after watching you kind of go away. So maybe you guys are in a period, like I said, of separation. You're able to work through some stuff, and maybe you guys are just coming back together, or at least there's an idea of wanting to get back together. But I feel your person is really triggered by the mirror. They're really, yeah, you're like acting like a mirror to them. So everything that you're reflecting to them is really kind of scaring them. With the prayer card here, though, I do feel like there is this want or this desire for your person to really kind of get to your level. But I feel like your person, I mean, let's face it, right? You want to get there, you got to put in the work. I just feel like your person isn't really at the point where they want to put in the work, or at least not that they don't want to. I don't think they know how, and I think that they're scared of what that looks like. So, I mean, prayer is great, but you need more than just a hope and a wish and a prayer to get to where you need to go. And I just feel like your person's kind of just hoping that they could also be healing, and they could also be kind of going towards the same direction as you, because yeah, like this mirror is just showing them sides of themselves that they didn't probably even know that they were doing or that they had. And if they did know or were aware of it, they just never really cared to acknowledge or work on until the triggering happened in this connection. And I feel like with the Eight of Cups, definitely, you guys had to have a little break, but I feel like potentially you were the one who had to pull away, or if they left you, they've done some contemplating because of the fact that they've been, triggered by this mirror type effect that you guys have in your connection. And this is the Six of Wands, and with the Six of Wands in reverse, it really is the ego. In this reading, I'm seeing this as the ego death. Like your person is having to strip away their ego. So yeah, definitely there was time apart. Somebody had to strip away their ego in order to crack open from their traumas. And with the King of Swords here, really, this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But with the King of Swords here, there was a lot of contemplation and a lot of thoughts, trying to logically think of how to get past these traumas. But I feel like there's like these loops happening that you can't really think away. Like they're almost like thinking logically rather than focusing on self and doing the work. It's like they're trying to put logic into why it is that you're able to break free from some of these traumas or do this shadow work or see you healing or see you get past some of these hang-ups, right? So they're kind of still in this child nature where that's what they're using to kind of figure it out. So I don't even feel like they're really even open or fully embrace all of the stuff that's been wrong with them. And not wrong, but I mean experiences that they have that they might want to let go of, right? Like these traumas, these holdups, like they don't seem happy, but they're rather being logical about talking to themselves about how you're able to do it in such a way and maybe why they're unable to, more making like excuses. So they're trying to make logic out of this rather than just kind of turning to this side of them that's able to really want to put in the work towards themselves and getting out of it instead of exerting energy into trying to sort through figuring out why you were able to pull out of it, if that makes sense. The star, such a beautiful card. I mean, it is in reverse here, so I just feel like your person feels as though the more you heal, the further away you're getting from them. I do feel like with that deer card again, like I put it away, but I was feeling like this really loneliness and the sadness, and I just feel like your person feels like you're getting more distant from them. So even though you're healing, it's like your vibrations now are kind of moving in different directions. So it just feels like they're losing hope that there's potentially a chance for you guys because they'll be left kind of in the dust, so to speak. And it's almost really true because unless they do healing, I mean, they're really not going to be in your vibration. And there was this time apart to recognize. So there is some dropping of ego, which could have very well been you in this connection. You could have very well dropped your ego and now you're kind of put your arms out and down and you're accepting to move forward. Whereas your person's still kind of in their ego. They're still kind of stuck in their mental energy. They're still trying to explain away, you know, why you're able to and they're not, maybe make excuses, but there is some loss of hope. And I don't know that your person is fully there yet, ready to embrace and jump into what it's going to take to look fully in this mirror. So that's why they're probably not acting just yet, or at least coming to you or closer to you, because they will have to see their full reflection of what they are going to have to work on. And I don't feel, well, maybe for some of you guys had similar type I guess patterns that you guys had to break. But what I'm really feeling mostly for you guys is that you guys had two different types of traumas that were triggered by one another, whereas I think at the beginning your person's behaviors triggered you into healing your trauma, or at least recognizing. And I feel like it's still young, so you're still working on developing and sorting through some of your triggers from this person. And so now that you've kind of had this crack open, or at least this understanding, this ability to now kind of drop your guard and your ego and really look at it from a perspective of someone who's working on self, it's triggered your person in a way that now they're losing hope of moving forward. They're still kind of stuck in this mental energy, but I feel like when they hit this brick wall, which they'll keep hitting, of why it is it's working for you and not them, you know, then they might be able to embrace this energy of looking into their own abilities to work on themselves. But I don't feel like they're there yet. And I feel like with the Fool in reverse, they're not taking that leap of faith in themselves into acknowledging what it's going to take, into acknowledging where they might be doing things that are self-hurting, where they're hanging on to patterns that aren't bringing them satisfaction. I do see, though, that there is a deep love from you to your person. That's how I'm seeing it here. But again, could be flip-flopped. I know I've said that a million times. But yeah, this is kind of where it's at for energies, guys. I wish you guys all the best. I'm hoping, you know, your person does see some more. I think the more time maybe you are able to spend with your person, the more they're able to see that mirror, but you can't really, force someone to do any shadow work. And I feel with you at this vibrational level, could very well be that you guys are getting more distant. And with that bridge there, I do sense that you're getting a little more distant from your person. So maybe you're making an active choice to get distant from your person. They do sense it. There is a sadness, and maybe you feel that sadness too with the star in reverse, the loss of hope of this connection being something more. And the oyster, I just feel like they're still closed. They're still like the shell that needs to be cracked open. And for you, I feel like you've already burst open, but there's just things you're still learning. Clearly, I mean, we're all still learning, but I just feel like it all kind of came at once. And you're really kind of trying to embrace this energy rather than fighting it. Whereas I feel they're still mentally fighting it and in this immature state of, trying to logically, I guess, make sense. I mean, it's not really immature to logically make sense of things, but when it comes to when ego's involved, we can kind of make up stories to inside our head in order to deflect ourselves from facing truths that need to be addressed in order for us to find our true happiness, which is kind of where this person is at. Okay, so this is the second time I'm saying goodbye. I think I'm done. Spirit, anything else? No, I'm really drained. This was crazy 3 readings. I totally appreciate you so much joining me today. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Please subscribe so I can get in tune with your energy, so I know which readings to do more. I can feel energies that way, but if you like this, leave a like. And don't forget to check out another pile, because you could very well be picking up the perception from the other person's point of view, flip-flopped. And we'll see you again. Bye, guys.